Okay, people, we have a really cool treat for you today. We're here in St. Louis, and this is called Laclede's Landing, and there's a casino over there. And you see that building right there? Well, first off, that's the old spaghetti factory, and that's like an antique place to eat spaghetti. It's actually really cool, very well themed inside. And that building right there was my nightclub. It was called Tasmania Nightclub. But we're here today at this place called the Laclede's Landing Wax Museum. It's stlwaxmuseum.com. And this is one of the most famous places, and I don't know why. We're gonna go in and we're gonna find out. Of YouTubers. When they come to St. Louis, they all wanna film this place. And I don't know why, but we're gonna go in and we're gonna find out. And if you look in here, you got Mike Tyson, who's about to fight Bruce Lee. And then there's The Rock and Vin Diesel. But we're gonna go in and we're gonna go through, and I got Riley with me.
Hi.
Now Riley, you are aware I had a nightclub right behind this.
You
right behind it, okay. All right, we're gonna go in. Oh, my bad. Here's The Rock. And here's Captain Jack. How many figures are in here?
Over 200.
Over 200. And there's Jack Nicholson as the Joker. And here's Kobe Bryant. And over here, oh, isn't that great? He's really nice. The leader of North Korea. There's Donald Trump. I don't think Putin has quite this much hair.
All the way to the very top.
Very, very, very top, he said. This is gonna be a video with no editing. We're just gonna walk right through. And down there is the scary, haunted dungeon. All right, Riley. Look at it, it's a big, tall building. For those who don't know, and the people who go to Transworld, this is a very famous place for YouTubers. They all like coming here. Now check this out. There's C-3PO, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, R2-D2. And now, I will also mention in this video that since COVID has happened, this place has not done well. And they have contacted me about possibly taking it over, redoing it. There's Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth. I'm guessing that's Mark McGuire. What do you think, Riley? Michael Jordan.
I don't want to Michael Jordan.
Madame Tussauds. And I guess this is supposed to be her making wax figures. And these are historical figures. Sorry, I had to sneeze. That's George Washington Carver. You'll see at the bottom their names. Now, I think they have George Washington Carver. I believe, I'm not 100%, he's the guy that invented peanut butter. And he's from St. Louis. I'm not 100% sure about that. Leave a comment and let me know. I do know a lot about history, but I'm not always right. And this is Thomas Edison, Salvador Dali, who I think was a painter. And then you have Mark Twain, I'm guessing. He's actually from Missouri. And then you have Albert Einstein, Howard Hughes, Alexander Graham Bell. You can see he's next to the phone. And we're looking at this and we're taking a look at, like, the theming could be much better, the sound could be better, or TV screens. And this is Christopher Columbus. And this would be Charles Lindbergh, who is also from St. Louis. Neil Armstrong, the first man to ever step on the moon. And you got a TV that's glitching here. So yeah, I could definitely see. I will say this. There's Elizabeth Taylor, and one of the most expensive movies ever made, especially at the time, was Cleopatra. And I believe it was a complete bomb. Richard Burton. Let's see, when you see stuff like that, you see the back of that wall. That would be something we would definitely need to improve, huh, Ronnie? Mm-hmm. Now, he's got a lot of figures. I'm guessing that's Napoleon. That must be Caesar. I'm just taking guesses here, okay? There's no name plaque on the bottom anymore. I don't know who that would be. Maybe King Tut? I don't know. Don't know. But here's the snow. This is pretty creepy, huh, Raleigh? Mm-hmm. Now look at this. They've made the rocks out of paper mache. That would be just like paper with some Elmer's glue and just shaped around, my guess is chicken wire. And here you go. People on YouTube call this the creepiest wax museum in the country, Riley. What do you think?
Pretty creepy.
Here is Zira from Planet of the Apes. And that is Professor something. God dang it. I love the Planet of the Apes. That's definitely Zira. Leave a comment. Who is that? Okay, you got George Washington, and you got the banner you would normally see at a baseball game. And these are presidents, and they have no signs, but that's obviously Richard Nixon.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, and that would be, he's from Texas. He took over from Kennedy when he got assassinated. For whatever reason, I can't think. That's George Bush, Ronald Reagan. That would be Harry Truman, who is from Missouri. I'm guessing that's Kennedy, and that's Abraham Lincoln. And you have somebody standing guard. Now, one of the things I don't like about this is these windows are just boarded up. Now, this is stuff related to World War II. Charles de Gaulle, he was the leader of France. Winston Churchill. This would be MacArthur. And then I guess that's Roosevelt because he's sitting. And this would be Stalin. Now, just so you know, they don't have an Adolf Hitler. I would think you would want to have an Adolf Hitler. But Stalin was probably as bad or worse than Hitler. They were both terrible. Was that Dr. Zaius? I'm guessing. You have a Kurt, Captain Kurt, Mr. Spock. That's the Men in Black back there, and then that's what's his name, Riley, from
Matrix.
From the Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. Now you can just see how the flooring and everything is not done very well, and you got paper arrows. Yeah, I could see where you'd have to determine if this was a good location, and you would need to just basically come in here and re-theme it. That would be my guess. And I think it needs audio. You know, it's like on triggers. So when you get to a certain area, it would trigger the audio. Now, see, this is no good. And you can see the tuck pointing is no good either. And the walls. But man, that's a bad spot for that. And what the heck is going on down there? All right, what's going on in here? There's no light. Well, so we have a wax figure of a tree branch. I don't know who that is.
These are really fragile.
I'm guessing that's Moses. Yeah, that is really fragile. There's nothing in this one. I don't know who that is, but he looks like he's got leprosy. Maybe it's Scrooge. And you have audio that's trying to trigger, but it won't.
Jesus.
This is all biblical. No, it's not it's baby Jesus.
That's what I said.
And you see, if I take my light away, take your light away, Raleigh, you cannot see. You can't see anything. So that's no good. So obviously the place is not being maintained, but they're not doing very good. So one of the things there's Jesus. Wow, what a monumental effort this would be to retheme this. And there's the Last Supper. This would be astronomical. They have devoted a lot to Jesus. And you keep hearing audio going on and off and on and off. And it's just kind of a mess in here. And look at that plywood up there. This would be a complete... Now you're just getting into fiberglass props. And then you can see the plywood back there. That's no good. It's Halo, right? Is that Halo, Riley?
What?
That one's Halo, right?
That's Halo, and this is...
What is it?
Wolfenstein?
It says Killzone. And then just more fiberglass props. These are ones you can just buy. That's another fiberglass prop. It's not a wax figure.
Looks like a lot of good mini golf material.
Yeah, a lot of good mini golf material, you're right. These are all fiberglass. And then look at that. Look at that, Rowie. Just raw plywood there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No bueno. And I do not know who these people are. I'm imagining King of England kind of thing.
It's Queen and Kings.
Queen and Kings.
That's the king right now.
And then there's Lady Diana. Yep. Okay. We continue down. This place needs to be repainted. It needs audio. It needs some theming work, some lighting work. It definitely needs carpet. Wow. So this is Maria Antoinette, and she had her head cut off. And he was guillotined as well. Okay, so that's W.C. Fields, I'm guessing. I don't know who that is.
You go this way.
Okay, there's Liberace. Michael Jackson does not look good. There's John Lennon, Elvis Presley. Now see, if I'm walking through this section, I'd want to hear some music. And see the wires? Look at that, there's one that's just unplugged. Wow. This is why people on YouTube, the YouTubers, they come in here and they say, that's Bing Crosby, I guess. And that's Linda Ronstadt, maybe? Julia Roberts, I'm guessing. Maybe that's Johnny Cash. They call this the creepiest. There's Laurel and Hardy.
Isn't this a ghostwrite prop?
Well, it might be a ghostwrite prop. And then that would be, what's his name? From, God dang it, what's his name? From the movie where he drives the Mustang. Oh, God dang it, why can't I think of it? There's Patrick Swayze. There's Whoopi Goldberg from The View. If you watch that show, you have lost your mind because she is crazy. That is Denzel Washington. That would be from the movie, the submarine movie. Now, I'm trying to think of what his name is, but he took karate lessons from Bruce Lee, And he died of cancer. And he went and tried to get all kinds of exotic treatments. He also raced cars. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen. I figured it out. And I'm guessing Louis Armstrong. I don't know who that is. That's Humphrey Bogart. No, that's Louis Armstrong right there. But man, this place needs lighting. Now, are you sure you're okay with this, Riley?
I think I'm ready.
We're going into what many people call the scariest haunted wax museum in the United States. Right away, we're greeted with a Spirits Halloween style. Now look at that. If you haven't, these things are definitely from.
That's a Unit 70.
Yeah, that's a Unit 70 piece. And there's Frankenstein with some Jacob's ladders. There's Michael Myers.
That's Unit 70.
That's just, yeah, just some Unit 70 props. Okay.
Where do you go?
And then there's a girl turned upside down. That is a prop from a company called Gag Studios. And that was probably made about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and there's a really bad Beetlejuice. And these props in here are not the best. And that's a prop from Unit 70. There's just some dead bodies. That's just the Saw mask. Not the best. I don't know why people on YouTube say it's the creepiest, scariest. I mean, we're talking about Adam the Woo and so many other people. Carpetbagger, Tampa J. So many people have come here.
Have that.
Yeah, you did. That was made from a. I can tell you exactly who that was made by.
Did you sell it in that?
Well, mine just was super old. That was made. That's Muggle Bones from the movie Legend with Tom Cruise, and it was made by a guy named Patrick McGee. That's a Unit 70 prop. That is from Gag Studios, and that head should actually like move. It should have like a little motor in it, and it should move. So if I put my hand in there, it would definitely, you know, bob and weave. Look at that. And that looks like a prop from Distortions. That's a Distortions prop right there. And these are props from Ghost Ride. So there really is no wax figures in here. I'm guessing.
It's a Ghost Ride. Look at the same face.
Yep. Wow. He's missing all of his teeth. Now you have, that's a Unit 70 prop. You have Alien. That was sold by Distortions. And that was sold by Distortions or Rubies, one or the other.
There's more down here.
Alfred Hitchcock, one of the greatest. Now see, if I was theming this, you know, like the book Psycho. Oh no, there's more. It goes down farther, and it looks like a lot of people have signed their names on here. And there is more creepiness ahead. You're getting a different video from me and Riley here than you would from, say, Adam the Woo. I love Adam the Woo. He's great. However, I just know where all this stuff came from. Now these are wax figures here. And I don't know who they are. I guess that's supposed to be Jack the Ripper, would be my guess. And this would be like the Spanish Inquisition, would be my guess. That is from a company called Gag Studios. It's another foam piece. Look at these lights. Holy cow. And just look at that. Some of them are unplugged. These are from Unit 70 right here. You know, I think I sold him these. Because we did something pirate, and when we were done, and there is a Pinhead. Love Pinhead. Anyway, oh my gosh, it's collapsed on the ground. Basically, there's a lot of props here, folks. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. If he was going to close, man, I would be over here in a flash. You've got screws busted out. It does not look like it's being maintained. That looks like a Ghost Ride right there. And there is a Linda Blair with a motorized head spinning. And there's a foot on the ground. Look at that, now her head's shaking. I'm terrified. And there's Hannibal Lecter. Anyway, what I was saying was you're getting a different video from Riley in here, because Riley's even pointing out where this stuff comes from, aren't you, Riley?
Yep.
Riley knows. Now that doesn't look safe. And there's a plastic sword on the ground. And that is definitely not a wax figure. It's like a little haunted maze in here, honestly. There's Ghostface. I am not a fan of the Scream movies.
Was true.
Leatherface.
The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
I don't know who that is. Somebody leave a comment and let me know who that was. There's a Unit 70 prop. My gosh, they have a lot of props. That's Unit 70. Ghost Ride, Unit 70. I'm guessing that's Ghost Ride. That's definitely Unit 70. That's Unit 70. That, I believe, is Unit 70 as well. And what is it? What's supposed to be going on here? Like a drug user? What do you think that? What is that supposed to be?
It looks like from Home Alone. That is a drug user. Look at his arm.
Yeah, that is. That's Macaulay Culkin. Now this is Marty Feldman. I guess his name is. He's famous from being in the movie Young Frankenstein. He had big old giant beady eyes. Now look at that, Riley. A Komodo dragon on the floor with a bunch of props, a dog, Unit 70, Unit 70, more Unit 70 props, and more, and more. You can always tell it's Unit 70 the way he puts his blood on. Yep, Unit 70. Now this is some Ghost Ride stuff. That would definitely be from Ghost Ride. You know, I'm mentioning all this because, yeah, we just see things a little bit differently. That's from Unit 70. But people,
Right there.
huh?
Hitler's right there.
Oh, there's Hitler. Now, see, I would have put him in the World War II section. I get that's from Unit 70 to the left, but you could also say that's Big Ben from one of my favorite horror movies, House. And I'm trying to remember what his name is supposed to be, but I'm guessing it's the guy who was the head of Church of Satan. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. And that's a Unit 70 prop right there. My goodness, do they have a lot of Unit 70 props. Did we already go through here?
Yes, that's where you started.
My goodness, folks. It's a long walk. That's for sure. And they have a lot of props. We're right back where we started. And then you exit right here. Nosferatu, Velociraptor, Obama, Kim Jong-un. I need to get my, Riley, get over there and get a picture with Kim Jong-un. He's got his arm around you. You know you wanna. It took about, you want your picture with this weirdo Trump looking? He's scary looking. He is absolutely terrifying. Now here, get back over there. I didn't take it. It's going to be huge. And then you got this big old Hulk. Rock. Bruce Lee. Mike Tyson. E.T. Shrek. And I don't know who this is. Is that Nelson Mandela? And then up there you got Wonder Woman. You can see adults are $10. Do you actually sell ice cream? Huh?
Yep, we start in the summer.
In the summer? Hey, well, thanks for letting us walk through. When are you closing? Right now?
Close to 6.
Okay, well, thank you.
So you going to redo the whole place? Keep the waxing thing?
Yeah, you know, if you're going to be here in like 5 minutes, I'm just going to step out here. I'll be right back. Unless you got to leave.
Yeah, bathroom.
You passed it, you went to the wash. Go up the steps, down the steps, you go around TC.
Whoops, there's 2 locks on this, folks. Riley, I'll be right back. So, just so you understand, this is on the landing. There's the casino, and the convention center is right that way. And we're just gonna take a quick little walk right here. So there you have it. One of the most famous places for YouTubers. I know Adam the Woo, he tells everybody to come here and videotape it and throw it up on their YouTube page. And it is a creepy wax museum for sure. It's very interesting, but it's definitely in need of a renovation, that's for sure. What a major project that would be. But that's part of creepy things to do in St. Louis. So if you're in St. Louis, you should go over and check it out. It was actually really, really long.
One way.
And look at this. They're doing, that used to be a bar down there called Boomers. And it looks like they're renovating that building. But this right here used to be a nightclub that I owned called Tasmania. The year that I started this is the same year that I started the Darkness Haunted House. We started them both in the same year, and this is actually used to be one big glass window. And don't know what's going on with this place anymore. And that was a bar down there called Boomers. I guess the main thing down here now is the old spaghetti factory, which still has a long wait to get in. It has a lot of antique furniture inside. It's very cool, stained glass windows, the whole shebang. And you can see that it's open every single day. So there you have it. The Creepy Wax Museum. Now, let me just say, if I was to take over this wax museum, which I'm very familiar with because this is where my nightclub was, and I was also the DJ in there. We did live mix shows and everything, and you can see it's back to back with the wax museum. If I was to take that over, You're talking about like the biggest renovation project, but you know one of the things it needs more than anything, it needs a big sign, like a sign hanging off the building. The lobby would have to be gutted and redone to create more revenue. You might like make space for something else to do down here than just a wax museum. Wow, I'd have to really think this one through, folks. But just a few letters isn't gonna do it. That's for sure. When people are driving up and down here, you'd want a big sign up there. Anyway, that is all she wrote. Oopsie me. For today. And that used to be called Morgan Street Brewery, and it is now closed. Most everything down here is closed. And look at this. All those windows need to be replaced, so the building looks really nice. I don't know. Well, anyway. Thanks for taking this walk with us today. And it is a creepy place. And it's a place that needs a renovation. And I don't know what they're doing over there, but it says lofts. So I'm guessing that's going to be loft apartments. You need some stuff to do down here for sure. Do people want a wax museum? I don't know. I don't know. Now, one of the things they did down here was this street right here was cobblestone. It is no longer cobblestone. Neither is this. But that road's cobblestone. That one's no longer cobblestone, and so is this one. And that was always a problem. But the buildings, the architecture, everything is beautiful down here. But it really has lost its interest from people here in St. Louis. And tourists, because there's nothing to do here. But it is absolutely beautiful. And this place would need a complete overhaul, a reimagining of what the landing would be. Personally, I think it should be living, restaurants, shops, and more. Well, anyway, make sure you like and subscribe to the page. We'll bring you more cool content coming soon.